My friend, let me ask you something. If you replace every cell in your body over 7 years, every thought you once held, every belief that once defined you, are you still the same person you were a decade ago? This ancient puzzle called the Ship of Theseus haunted philosophers for centuries, but I believe it holds the secret to understanding the most important question you'll ever face. Who are you, really, beneath all this constant change? You see, the ancient Greeks asked if a ship remains the same after every plank is replaced one by one, and if you rebuild a second ship from all those old planks, which one is the true ship? But they were asking the wrong question entirely, because the ship was never a fixed thing to begin with. It was always a process, always becoming, just like you are right now. When I entered the monastery 20 years ago, I believed I needed to preserve some essential me underneath all the discipline and transformation, and I suffered terribly trying to hold on to planks that were already rotting, clinging to thoughts and habits and identities that no longer fit the person I was becoming. The truth I finally understood is that you are not the planks. You are the river flowing through them, the awareness that watches each piece arrive and depart, the continuity that exists not in sameness but in the conscious act of becoming. So what does this mean for your life right now? It means that every time you mourn who you used to be or fear who you're becoming, you're asking which ship is real when both and neither are, because the question itself misunderstands the nature of existence. You are allowed to change, to replace every belief you held at 20 with new wisdom at 40, to become unrecognizable to your former self and still be authentically you. Because your identity isn't found in the preservation of old planks, but in the conscious choice to keep sailing, to keep growing, to keep allowing life to remake you into something more true, more awake, more whole. The person you were 5 years ago served their purpose beautifully, and the person you're becoming deserves the same reverence, not resistance. I learned that the monastery didn't destroy who I was. It revealed who I'd always been beneath the accumulated debris of ego and fear and grasping. So stop asking which version of yourself is the real one and start asking who you're choosing to become right now, in this breath, with this choice, because that's where your true self has always lived. Not in the past, not in some imagined future, but in the sacred act of transformation itself. The ship is already sailing, my friend, and it's carried you this far. Trust where it's taking you next.